Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In today's tutorial, we're going to start a new series based on a post on the forum by ZZZZZZ9125, where he was trying to create an empty project and then add a video track to it, and he was asking how to do that. Personally, I had never used an empty project. I kind of suggested some other methods, but he finally posted a method to get it to work. Honestly, surprised me, the solution. So we're going to look at that solution and just kind of start expanding on that as we go along. So under the Vegas object is a CreateEmptyProject command. According to the description, it says it creates a new empty project. Unlike NewProject, this does not affect the active project. Instead, it's useful for scripting temporary projects like transcoding single media files. So what we're going to do is actually create one of these empty projects, add a couple of things to it, save it, then we'll open it and see what our result is. So let's take a look and see how we can do that. Here's the project we're going to look at, and here is the code that he added in the forum. It said using project new project equals myvegas.createEmptyProject. And so this creates the empty project in the background. And then here was his method of getting it to actually work, to be able to do things to it. He said you needed to enclose everything in an undo block. Normally those are reserved for custom commands, but this is used in just a regular script here. So using undo block, this part really doesn't matter. New undo block, new project, which is this project here. So we're creating an undo block in that new project, and then just some label. Once again, that part really doesn't matter. So then what we want to do is create a new video track. So we have a video track, which I just called V track, equals new video track. And here we have to specify it is a new track in the new project, not the existing project. This is vitally important. And then we have our index number and our track name. And then in the new project, .tracks, we're adding this new video track. Then I told it I wanted to add a text-generated media to that timeline. I created a subroutine for that, and I passed the new project and the track to it to tell the subroutine where to put this. Once all of that is done, we're going to take this new project and we're going to save it, and I just saved it as d:"test. So once we're finished, we'll open up this test veg and see what it looks like. To add the new text, I created a routine so that you could just call it multiple times, and this was just kind of a test routine so that I could just see if I can get something on the timeline. So I created a string, which was my generator ID, which is all of this, which is the magic titles and text, and then my plugin, I made a plugin known called plugin, set that equal to null. Then we're going to set that equal to myvegas.generators.getChildByUniqueID, and using this unique ID here, this is the standard method we've added text all the time. But there are some changes down here. First of all, I'm going to get the media, and here we have to do media.createInstance. This is different. We're not doing just new media. In this case, we're doing media.createInstance, and here we're specifying that this instance is in this new project. And then we tell it the plugin is what we're wanting it to create. Then we can get our stream just like we did before, media.streams.getItem by media type, and we're looking for the video and stream 0. Then we create our new video event. Now this one is once again different. Our new event equals a new video event, but now we have to specify this is in a new project. Then we have to put in where we're going to start. I just said let's start at the beginning of the timeline. Let's just make it 15 seconds long. And this is the name of my new video event. And then on this track that I passed to this routine, which is the track in the new project, .events.add, we're going to add this new event. Now this next line is also different. Now we have to create the take like we always have, but instead of doing new take, we're doing take.createInstance. By using the create instance, once again, we can specify this is an instance in the new project. And then we're going to send it that stream. And then for that new event that we just added to the timeline, we're going to take our takes and our add, and we're going to add that new take to it. This should now create kind of a hidden project, add a video track to it, add a text generated media to that track, and then save it as test.veg. So let's test it out. Here I have a project with a bunch of stuff on the timeline, and so we can see that the timeline will not be affected. Now let's run the script. Now we can see that the script has run. Now let's go to an empty project and load that test.veg, and we can see there is one single track. The track is named track name, and we have one generated media at the beginning of that track, and it is 15 seconds long. So in this case, we created an invisible project, added a video track to it, and added a generated media to it. There's a whole lot more we can do. So this was just kind of getting us an introduction to the possibilities that may be available here. And so we're going to start expanding on that over the next few tutorials. So like, subscribe, and join in, and we'll see what else we can do with this invisible project. Naturally, it's a whole lot harder to kind of tell some things because you can't see it immediately happening, but it does provide some interesting possibilities. So we'll see you in the next tutorial.